It's Wednesday night, September 15th, down in the shop, 8:15. I've just finished about 2 days worth of work cutting and fitting these pieces for these tables that I've made for Catherine, and she's giving them as a gift. So Catherine commissioned me to make these. It's coming along well. There's the first version of the round table that I made for us 6 or 8 months ago. I have a low battery warning here. I've moved some things around the shop. That's where the bandsaw used to be. Now it has a stationary belt sander. There's the oscillating spindle sander. That gauge block is very handy for guiding a piece vertical to a bandsaw blade or to that spindle of the sander. The bandsaw is now sitting next to the one drill press so that the drill press can provide outfeed support for the bandsaw. Very handy to feed in long pieces. Set up this miter saw stand over the past few days. I bought this miter saw at least 10 years ago at Farm and Fleet, display model. Mostly it has sat underneath my workbench and used rarely because it's kind of awkward to set up because you need length on either side of the blade. So here's the lathe, which I never used. I mounted a shelf on it for some support and then just clamped on some boards on the other side. So now I have close to 8 feet on either side of the blade, and I've got a new blade in there and it really works well. This is a router table setup. I use this to cut the half lap joints in the top cross pieces for the tables. Did it with a bandsaw first, it was not accurate, decided to do it with the router instead. I think I'm about out of batteries here. So that's the way the shop looks. I have sanding, chamfering some edges with the router, sanding, finishing probably another 5 hours, 6 hours of work on these tables. Look pretty much like this. Not quite so dark. I made the mistake of using dark mahogany instead of just mahogany gel stain. So that one turned out a little blacker than I really liked. Okay, end of recording.